Lithium. Lithium, which we also known as white gold. Lithium, which we also known as white gold, due to its high demand for rechargeable batteries, is a soft and silvery white metal. Highly demand in which rechargeable battery, like in case of mobile phone, like in case of laptop or different electronic items, which we use in our practical life, in our real life. Lithium is a highly demandable thing which is used in rechargeable batteries and in soft and silvery white metal, which we also known as white gold. What are the main use of lithium in our daily life? Lithium is an important component of electromagnetic cell used in batteries of electric vehicle. And you know at present what the role of electric vehicle in our Indian economy. Due to heavy crisis of coal or high price of crude oil, Indian economy moves to rechargeable or convertible energy in terms of crude oil or different thing, just like electric vehicle or solar power or different thing. But in case of lithium, lithium is too much important things for in case of battery of electric vehicle, laptop, mobile, etc. Laptop, mobile, etc. As per the commitment of India for decreasing the carbon erosion more than 30 to 35% in 2025. In 2025, the source of lithium, approximate 5.9 ton, is a great opportunity for India to easily achieve this goal in a fixed duration 2025. But lithium, especially this category, the founding category of lithium is G3. What is the meaning of G3? हम आगे next slide में देखेंगे what the real meaning of G3. But what the major uses of lithium in the battery of electric vehicle, laptop? It is also used in thermonuclear reaction and making a alloy with aluminum, magnesium, and improving their strength and making them lighter. So lithium is too much important, especially if this category G3 is converted into the G4. I think it is not a good sign for India, but when it convert for G1, it is good sign for Indian economy to found a possible resource from the nature J&K part of India. Next, what the other role of lithium in our economy? Magnesium lithium alloy, which were used in armor plating, especially you know very well in bulletproof jacket or in different weapons. Magnesium lithium alloy is also used, especially in bulletproof jacket, in tank, especially टैंक के केस में काफी हद तक लिथियम को यूज किया जाता है. इन केस ऑफ टैंक, एल्युमिनियम लिथियम एलॉयज इज यूज्ड इन एयरक्राफ्ट बाइसाइकिल फ्रेम्स एंड हाई स्पीड ट्रेन, जस्ट लाइक अ बुलेट ट्रेन. Aircraft body, especially lithium also used in making aircraft and bicycle frames, high speed trains, and so many different costly high range car. Lithium also used in these vehicles, which we help because of nature in light in nature. Lithium is too much helpful to make a metal too much strength and making them lighter. This is the main feature of lithium. But in case of Indian economy, lithium, especially if suppose that the 5.9 ton, approximate 5.9 ton lithium, if we found from J&K, the major part of lithium is used in electric vehicle or laptop or different electronic items in India, because of we are highly dependent in import for in case of battery. Approximate 60,000 crore battery we import in a previous financial year 2022-2023. As per our latest data, to a 60,000 crore battery we import from the other country, as per data in 2022 and 2023. But this data especially depend on only 3 quarters. From April, May, June, next July, August, September, next October, November, December. Okay, 60,000 crore. So this is the major problem in case of lithium, or as an excellent opportunity to Indian government if the category of lithium is G3 is converted into G4. Today in our today class, so many times we say if the category of G3 is converted to G4, what's the meaning of G3, G4, G3, G4? Let's see our, just see our next slide. The inferred, what's the meaning of inferred? Inferred mineral resources is a resources for which quantity, grade, mineral content are estimated only with a low level of confidence. Low level of confidence. That's why I say approximate 5.9 ton. Approximate. Why? Because of the word inferred. Inferred means this is the terms of approximate condition. Mineral resources is a resource of which quantity, grade, mineral content are estimated only with a low level of confidence. It is based on information gathered from locations such as outcrops, such as trenches, pits, such as working and drill holes that may be the limited or uncertain quality and also of lower reliability from geological evidence. From geological evidence. It is based on the classification of UNFC 1997, especially based on United Nations International Framework Classification for Reserve and Resources, Solid Fuel and Minerals Commodities of 1997. This line is also important for your mains exam. Mains exam, because as per the requirement of lithium or other sources, which we create a less dependency on crude oil or different energy. That's why this data is also important. UNFC 1997. What the main terms, what the main decision under the UNFC 1997? Just see in our next slide. In UNFC 1997, what is UNFC 1997? UNFC 1997 is a system for the classification and reporting of reserve. First thing, classification and reporting. In this, the terms classification shows the transparency of resources, possibility of resources, and reporting of reserve and resources of solid fuels and minerals commodity, and provide a standardized, internationally recognized system of the reporting reserve and resources. In a basic things, transparency in front of the word, accurate possibility of resources, quality of resources, standard of resources, accurate. This is the commitment. This is the type of agreement according to UNFC 1997. Every country, especially the member of UNFC, bounded in this condition. Just see. It has been developed by the UN Economic Commission for Europe. 4 stages of accreditation for any mineral deposit. Just see G4, G3, G2, G1. G4, G3, G2, G1. The meaning of G4 is there is only a little bit sign of possibility. Little bit sign of possibility. Little bit sign of possibility. When the criteria of possibility increases, preliminary exploration. This is sign G3 in case of J&K. In case of J&K. In case of J&K. General exploration, the possibility criteria or percentage increases. Detailed exploration, it means there is a clear information of quality, quantity, standard, or so many things about the natural resources which we found in any place or any specific location. G1 category, detailed exploration. It means this is a confirmation, solid confirmation of the quality, standard, quantity, everything. In case of G3, maybe, the case of maybe, approximate 5.9 million tons. But we are not clear about the quality, standard, or so many different things. Okay. That's the difference between G4, G3, G2, G1. In case of Jammu and Kashmir, which comes under G3 category. G3 category as per UNFC 1997. The classification and reporting of reserve, especially based on classification and reporting of reserve. Okay. G3, I think in case of possibility of corruption, the exploitation of resources by any private sector in hidden form or any other thing is maximum possibility in case of G3 or G4 condition. In case of G1, if government explain the clear form of quantity, standard, quality, so many things, that's why there is no any single chance of private sector to make any hidden work or any hidden possibility, just like in case of crony capitalism. You know very well about crony capitalism. Crony capitalism means when the key politician of any country and a leading businessman, a good relationship between key politician of any country and a leading businessman play a role to earn abnormal profit, or also this leads the condition of corruption in any country. Okay, UNFC, there is a little bit knowledge, information about UNFC 1997. Let's see our next slide. In short, so the Geological Survey, GSI, inform and establish that the inferred resources, there is a word, inferred resources. Inferred resources means there is no any clear data, there is no any clear information. Inferred resources, no any clear data, no any clear information. That's why this lithium possibility comes under G3 category on JNK. And after that, what is the lithium? Uses of lithium in our different sector, electric vehicle, laptop, so many different things, aeroplane body, etc. What is the UNFC meeting 1997 is a system or a classification or reporting of reserve, especially for transparency, G1, G4, G2, other difference category. Next thing, our next information. News number 2. The recent claim made by investigative journalists regarding the bombing of the Nord Stream gas pipeline, NSGP. September 2022 have ignited intense discussion and controversial. What about the Nord Stream pipeline? Let's see in this picture. Nord Stream pipeline. Just see. Green line indicates the Nord Stream pipeline, and there is a purple dotted line show the Nord Stream pipeline number 2. Nord Stream pipeline number 2. Green line from Germany to Viborg, and purple dotted line from Germany to Usluga. This pipeline is go through the Baltic Sea. Baltic Sea, you know about Baltic Sea or Baltic country, especially Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania in combined form is also known as Baltic country. Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania in combined form is also known as Baltic country. This is the major source of natural gas transportation from Russia to Germany, from Russia to Europe, or so many different countries in Europe. What's the main problem in this pipeline, especially Nord Stream 2? Nearby Bornholm, just see in this picture. Nearby Bornholm, there is a blast condition due to the pipeline under the Baltic Sea. There is at 1 or 2 places, especially the problem of gas leakage nearby Bornholm. That's why the natural gas transportation is too much affected between Russia and Europe. And what the impact due to this problem, what the impact was going to between Russia and Europe, just see in our next slide. The Nord Stream, especially pipeline, is a natural gas pipeline that runs under the Baltic Sea, connecting Russia and Germany, which we know already in our previous slide. The first line of the Nord Stream pipeline was completed in 2011 and second one is completed in 2012. First one in 2011 and second one in 2012, and it has since become a major source of natural gas for Europe. Major source of natural gas for Europe. Why? Why major source? Because Russia approximates 40% of natural gas producer in the world, Russia. And that's why Europe too much affected from the Nord Stream pipeline at the condition of blasting. Nord Stream pipeline, total strength 1224 kilometer underwater gas pipeline running from Vyborg to northwest Russia to Lumbin, the part of Germany. Northeast part of Germany, Lumbin, and Vyborg is the northwest part of Russia. Northwest part of Russia. Just see. Lumbin is the northeast part of Germany. Sorry. Here is the place known as Lumbin, northeast part of Germany, and Vyborg is the northwest part of Russia. Just see, this is the part of Russia, northwest part of Russia. And total distance approximate 1224 kilometer. 1224 kilometer. Just see about Nord Stream pipeline number 2, which runs from Ust-Luga in Leningrad, Russia to Lumbin. So same place Lumbin, but starting point of Nord Stream 2 is not a part of Vyborg. It is a part of Ust-Luga location. But especially the issue which we seen in the bombing condition under the Baltic Sea is Nord Stream 2, which is affected the mainly transportation of natural gas from Russia to Germany or different part of Europe Approximate total capacity to handle 55 billion cubic meters of gas per year once it has become fully operational. If it has become fully operational in a whole year, 55 billion cubic meters of gas per year, it's capable to transport from one location to another location through the pipeline Nord Stream number 2. What the especially significance due to this condition, this problem? Just see, in Europe or also on Russia. On Europe, the Nord Stream pipeline provides a reliable and cost-effective source of natural gases, which European country import from Russia, which is a crucial energy source for many countries in the region. Already, there is a too much clashes between OPEC and Europe, or due to less productivity of crude oil, low level of production of crude oil, and after that, the Nord Stream pipeline issue affected the crucial energy source of many countries in different Europe region. Many European business, just a minute. Many European business have an investment in Nord Stream 2, directly investment, just like in case of PPP, just like in case of privatization terms, directly investment in Nord Stream 2, and there is a pressure on government from these businessmen or investment in different by different companies or by different businessmen or by different person, especially in North Stream pipeline number 2, especially for Ustuluga to Lumbin. There are so many different investors invested in terms of a direct or indirect form of business, and there is pressure on government from these businessmen to clear or to sort out the problem of leakage as soon as possible. As soon as possible. This is also the pressure on government. Next thing, finally, a reduction in gas from Russia to world increases the already high gas prices. Already high gas prices. In case of affected the transportation of Nord Stream pipeline 1 and 2, the reduction in gas from Russia to would be increased already the high gas prices, and that would not be a popular domestically. This is also affect the condition or responsibility of government to control the inflation in natural gas price, to control the inflation in energy sector in Europe. This is also the big challenge for European government. Already there is, although there is the clashes between OPEC and European country in terms of productivity of crude oil, and after that, in case of Nord Stream leakage, there is the price of different energy in terms of natural gas or crude oil or refinery product. It increases too much high. This is affected the commitment of government, administration of government, or different sector or different category or problem created by different businessmen, or create pressure on government to clear this problem as soon as possible. And now impact on Russia. As for Russia, which has the largest natural gas resources in the world, approximate 40% of its budget came from sale of gas and oil. Great. 40% of budget came from selling gas and oil. And Russia, which is the largest gas reserve in the world, and approximate 40% its budget came from sales of gas and oil, is impacted. It also affected the national income of Russia. If Russia dependent on 40% export of gas and oil, so this problem is also affected the national income of Russia in terms of export. Furthermore, the Nord Stream pipeline provides Russia within a way to increase the influence over Europe's energy markets, as it becomes a major supplier of natural gas to the region. You know very well about Ukraine-Russia war. Ukraine-Russia war, especially so many different European countries provide support in favor of Europe. That's why the dependency on Russia in case of natural gas, this is also the plus point for Russia. Nord Stream pipeline provides Russia with a way to increase its influence over Europe's energy market. This dependency case of natural gas is also influences the European energy market. So this thing is also not good for Europe. That's why the leakage of Nord Stream 2 problem is also impacted, create impact on Russia and Europe, both zone, especially for different economical sector, especially from different industrial sector. Energy is the main thing to run any economy smooth and identically. Okay, there is some significance and news regarding Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2. Just let's see our next slide. News number 3. Turkey and Syria earthquake issue. Turkey and Syria earthquake issue. This slide is not depend on Turkey and Syria, especially not focus on Turkey and Syria earthquake issue. This slide is totally focused on India. What the preparation of India, what the problem of India, what the condition of India in case of earthquake, and what the especially preparation to face if there is any condition is parallel, or in there is future, if there is any problem create as parallel to as Turkey and Syria related to earthquake problem or a different natural calamities, just like in case of not only in case of earthquake, also in case of flood or different problem. A severe earthquake followed. A severe earthquake followed and almost equal magnitude after shock hit southeastern Turkey and Syria. This is the main problem. Equal magnitude after shock hits southeastern Turkey and Syria on February 6, 2023, causing a widespread destruction and loss of life. This is also the red alert or indication for India to complete our preparation to fight this condition in case of emergency. That's why there is some data related to India susceptible to earthquake. What makes India susceptible to earthquake? Just see, India's terrain is prone to great earthquake. The terrain area is prone to great earthquakes, particularly in the Himalaya plates boundary. The potential of large quakes magnitude more than 7 and above. This is not a good condition or sign for India, especially the Gondwana land, or also we say that Indian plates and Eurasian plate, which is the main reason in India earthquake primarily caused by the collision of Indian plate and Eurasian plate. Indian plate and Eurasian plate. Indian plate and Eurasian plate collision is also resulted in formation of Himalayan range. Is also resulted as Himalayan range, or these things or this geographical change also continue change our situation, change our condition in year by year, which creates or which makes a possibility of earthquake in different regions of India, especially more than 40 or 50% area which comes under highly alert, red alert zone of earthquake, which we see in our next slide. But India, especially terrain, is prone to great earthquake or Himalayan region due to collision of Indian plate and Eurasian plate. And in case of collision, the result is the Himalaya range also, which is formation of Himalaya range is totally dependent on Indian and Eurasian plate collision. And this is not good for India in future. If India not prepared or 100% prepared to face this condition easily, just like as parallel to the condition of a second wave oxygen problem in COVID-19 2022. Sorry, 2022 not. Second wave of COVID-19 2021. Just see our next slide, which zone, seismic zone is too much danger condition in India. Zone 5, Zone 4, Zone 3, Zone 2. Let's see, seismic zone map of India as per data of 2002. About 59% of the land area of India is liable to seismic hazard damage. 59% approximate seismic hazard damage. Just see zone number 2, in which low risk zone comes under zone number 2, in which low risk zone indicate in form of ocean green color. Just see nearby Rajasthan area or western part of UP or Madhya Pradesh, especially in case of Andhra Pradesh, some part of Telangana, part of Karnataka. There is also part of some part of western part of southern part of Odisha and northern part of Tamil Nadu, especially also some part of West Bengal, which comes under zone number 2, low risk zone. Next, where possibility of earthquake seismic zone is approximate maximum 6 or 5. Zone number 3, moderate risk zone, intensity is approximate 7. Zone number 2 indicates in yellow color. Just see the border of especially Punjab region, and there's also western part of Rajasthan, Maharashtra, especially western part of Deccan range, also Kerala, there is a part of Tamil Nadu, and some Bihar region, also West Bengal, and some part of especially West Bengal, and Assam part indicates the zone number which comes under the moderate region risk, and zone 4 high risk zone, intensity 8%, high risk zone. Especially, let's see J&K. Please focus on the map of India. J&K, purple in color, map of India. J&K region, J&K, Himachal Pradesh region, also the Sikkim range, especially northeast range, Arunachal Pradesh. There is some part of Arunachal Pradesh also, and the western part nearby Kutch region of Gujarat, also there nearby Mumbai region, which comes under zone 4, and now zone 5, very high risk zone, area liable to shaking, intensity 9 and above, very high risk zone, especially nearby Srinagar, especially nearby Amarkant, nearby northeastern part of India, or maximum part of Arunachal Pradesh, nearby Sikkim, nearby Kutch region, which comes under very high risk zone, more than 9%. But according to this graph, what the preparation of Indian government to face this problem? Although we see the Turkey-Syria issue, what the currently preparation of Indian government? I think that's not good in condition. India has experienced several significant earthquakes over the year. Here are some examples. Just see. In Indian Ocean, approximate more than 283,106 ratio of the death. Date 850 December 26-24, magnitude 9.1 to 9.3. West coast of Sumatra and Indonesia is the epicenter. You know about epicenter in your geography class. In Kashmir 2005, 7.6 approximate magnitude. The epicenter is Muzaffarabad, Pakistan, administered Kashmir, especially POK. We are talking about POK. Bihar and Nepal in 1934, 8.7% magnitude. Our epicenter is south of Mount Everest. In Gujarat, 2001, 7.7% magnitude. Main epicenter point is Kutch, Gujarat. Why Kutch, Gujarat is the main epicenter point? Just see Kutch, Gujarat. This is the major part, which comes under very high risk zone, zone 4, also zone 5 and zone 4. This is a red color indicate the zone 5. Purple color indicate the zone 4 and zone 3, especially तीनों ही condition dangerous हैं. All three conditions are comes under highly intensive zone. That's why epicenter in Gujarat, especially Kutch part. In 2001, the Kutch, Gujarat, Kangra in 1905, magnitude 7.8. Epicenter is Himalaya. Latur in September 6.4. Epicenter is Killari, Latur. Those are also the major example of earthquake at present. Now, what the preparation of government? Just see nearby India or the major part of India. Nearby year, especially 2015, 2016, 2017, back-to-back earthquake problem. In Nepal, earthquake 2015. on 25th of April 2015. You know very well about what the scene of Kathmandu. Totally damaged in magnitude 7.8%. Earthquake struck Nepal. The earthquake also had a significant impact in northern part of India, especially some part of Delhi NCR, Uttarakhand region. Imphal in 2016, on January 16, magnitude 6.7 struck the northeastern India state of Manipur, causing widespread damage. Back to back, 15, 16, 17, back to back year in Uttarakhand, earthquake 2017, 6th of February, a magnitude 6.7 range. It struck the northern Indian state of Uttarakhand. Back to back, there is an example of earthquake. I think Indian government take this problem too much serious and work on this, especially focus on this on priority ways in our budget. Make a different technique or research to herd or create a possible information about earthquake as soon as possibility of total casualty or a coverage, or government making a condition in total over under control, like in case of pump priming, in which government take a rapid action to control or situation. But this the situation pump priming, in which government creates bridges, construction of bridges and roads in rapid form, but the activity of pump priming is held if government prepare for all condition, already prepare for condition to facing the major earthquake issue where intensive or magnitude is more than 7.8% or 8%. This also impact the economically, financially, socially, and so many different problems create natural calamities. This is a back-to-back example, 2015, 2016, 2017. Nature gives a message to India, तैयार हो जाइए, कभी भी धोखा हो सकता है. Just see our next news. The third Asian Digital Minister, AD, Asian Digital Minister meeting was held recently. Asian Digital meeting, especially ASEAN and India. Combined work between Asia and India. I'm talking about not Asian, ASEAN, especially I'm talking about ASEAN or different Asian country which are totally dependent on India in case of digital services or digitalization. That's why, let's see in our next slide. In our digital meeting, which is focused on enhancing the relationship between India and ASEAN, Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Relationship between India and ASEAN in the area of information and communication technology. Information and communication technology. You know, at present, approximate 129 satellites are present in Indian airspace, which is origin from India, and approximate 342 foreign satellites launched by India. 342 foreign satellites launched by India and 129 Indian satellites. 342 foreign satellites is related to 36 countries or provide a service approximate 36 countries, and in India at present in working condition there is a 53 satellite in working condition. In 53 satellite, 39 satellite is work in commercial activity, work for commercial activity. In current active condition, 53 satellite in working condition. In 53 satellite, 39 satellite work on commercial activity, and other satellite work on nano particle scheme of Indian government. But mainly 39 satellite, which is work on commercial activity, like in telecom sector, entertainment sector, or different sector services. Okay. But from 1975, according to Information and Communication Department, total 129 Indian origin, 342 foreign satellite from 36 country. India launched in 129 satellite. At present working condition, 53 satellite, 39 satellite work in commercial activity. India emphasized its reforms to promote fair competition. India emphasized its reforms to promote fair competition and increase broadband and telecom connectivity. Indirect, we say India wants the dependency of ASEAN country, especially in case of broadband and telecom connectivity. India चाहता है कि different ASEAN country की dependency India पर ज़्यादा हो, especially in case of different communication services or information and technology services. This is the main motive of India. That's why make a handshake with ASEAN country. What the main theme of meeting? Important line. This line is important. Important for your exam. What the main theme of meeting? The main theme is synergy towards a sustainable digital future. Synergy towards a sustainable digital future. This is the important line for you for your multi-statement based question. Multi-statement question. Theme, synergy towards a sustainable digital future. Digital future. That's why India also want to make a strong relationship between ASEAN, especially in area of information and communication technology. Okay. In short, we know that what the ASEAN grouping. What the ASEAN grouping? It is a regional grouping that promotes the economic, political, and security cooperation. Three things. Which one? Economic, political, and security cooperation. Economic, political, and security cooperation. It was established in August 1967 in Bangkok. 1967 in Bangkok with the signing of ASEAN Declaration. ASEAN Declaration, which is ASEAN Declaration, which is also known as Bangkok Declaration, by the founding fathers. Who is the founding father of ASEAN? Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, and Thailand. Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, and Thailand. But last line is too much interesting line. The chairmanship rotates annually. The chairmanship of ASEAN is rotate annually based on alphabetical order of the English names of members country. Alphabetical order. I think according to alphabetical order in a year, first meeting held on Indonesia. Indonesia. I, then after M, then after T, then after P, then after S. Okay. But there is not only these 5 or 6 countries. These are the fathers of founding fathers of ASEAN. Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, and Thailand. There is also Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia, Brunei, which are the member of ASEAN grouping. Laos, Myanmar, Thailand, Singapore. Laos, red part indicate the Laos. Myanmar, this brown part indicates the Myanmar, but in your skin, I think this is shown in violet color. Thailand. Next, Singapore. This red region is small red region, indicates Singapore. Brunei, blue color indicate Brunei. Philippines, Indonesia, and Malaysia. This part indicates the Malaysia. Cambodia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Indicate the ASEAN countries, ASEAN grouping. There is also a question which comes in 2017 PT exam. Given the following, which country is a perfect example of landlocked country? Landlocked country. And according to the question, the answer is Laos. Laos is a perfect example of landlocked country. But that's the different thing. At present, we are discussed on ASEAN grouping. These countries are the member country, at present member country of ASEAN. According to Bangkok Declaration and the further nations in front of you, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, and Thailand. Okay, let's see our next slide. What's the major India-ASEAN relationship impact? You heard about Look-East policy. India-Asia bilateral relationship started involving since introduced Look-East policy in 1990. Please focus on red color. At present, red color in your slide. 1990s, 2012, 1992, 1996, 2009. Especially indicate the step-by-step strong relationship between ASEAN and India. A strong relationship between ASEAN and India. So in 1990s, introduced Look-East policy, especially according to India. East policy, Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia, Philippines, and also there are some Southeast country, Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore. That's why Look-East policy introduced in which year? 1990, not in present government. In 1990, Look-East policy introduced. This initiative was further transformed. Look-East policy, the initiative of Look-East policy is further transformed in Act East policy in 2014. Act East policy in 2014 mainly to develop economic and strategic relationship with the nation of Southeast Asian country. So Look-East policy from the 1990 transformed to Act East policy. This data is also important for your mains exam. Look-East policy is transformed from Act East policy in 2014 to develop the economic and strategic relationship between the Southeast country from India. In 1992, India emerged as a sectoral partner of ASEAN. In 1992, India is a sectoral partner of ASEAN, followed by dialogue partner in 1996. रिश्ते धीरे धीरे मजबूत होते गए. In 1992, sectoral partner of ASEAN. In 1996, dialogue partner of ASEAN, and in 2002, summit level partner of ASEAN. Summit level partner of ASEAN. Okay. Look-East policy 1990, transformed Act East policy in 2014, 1992 sectoral partner, 1996 dialogue partner, 2002 summit level partner, and in 2009 the Asian-Indian Trade in Goods Agreement, Asian-Indian Trades Goods Agreement, AI, Asian-Indian Trade in Goods Agreement, signed in 2009. AITIGA. Signed in especially 2009, was signed and entered into force on 1st January 2010. Just focus on the little bit difference. AITIGA signed in 2009 and entered into force in 2010, 1st of January. In case of multi-statement based question, there is a confusing situation, especially AITIA not entered into force in 2009. This one is signed in 2009 and active in 2010. This is the some important activity between ASEAN and India, ASEAN country and India. Also, there is some activity. Let's see in our next slide. India has a comprehensive economic cooperation agreement with various countries of ASEAN, CECA at present, yes. From Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand. Currently, India also has a comprehensive economic cooperation agreement, especially from Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand, which was resulted concessional trade and a rise in investment. Concessional trade and rise in investment. There is some example. There are some example. Let's see. In 2015, sorry. In 2015, Harsh, is my voice is clear? Harsh? Is my voice is clear? Joya?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see what the comprehensive economic cooperation agreement between India and Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand nearby year 2015. India also set up a separate mission to ASEAN and the East Asia Summit in Jakarta in 2015 to strengthen engagement with ASEAN countries. What the separate mission to ASEAN? Separate mission for indicate the individual relationship between ASEAN member countries. Individual relationship between the ASEAN member countries. In 2022, the ASEAN-India Friendship Year, which year known as 2022, is also known as ASEAN-India Friendship Year, was observed to commemorate the 30-year of milestone of the establishment of dialogue relationship between ASEAN and the India. 30-year from 1992 to 2022. That's why 2022, the year is also known as ASEAN-India Friendship Year, was observed to commemorate the 30-year milestone of the establishment of dialogue relation between ASEAN and India, leading to the evolution of their strategic partner, to comprehensive strategic partnership. From 1992, India is a strategic partner. 1996, India worked as a dialogue partner. Okay, and now today 2022, India is a comprehensive strategic partner. This paragraph provide information from 1992 that India work as a strategic partner. Now in 2022, India work with ASEAN as a comprehensive strategic partner. This is a great achievement to make a strong relation, between India to East and Southeast country, especially ASEAN member country. Okay. What are the currently financial assistance provided by India to ASEAN? India offer financial support to ASEAN country through various channels. Please focus on various channels. This information is also helpful for your mains exam. In case of any terms, India relationship or India foreign trade or India global policy, what the currently India global policy. That's why through various channels as the ASEAN India Cooperation Fund, first one, ASEAN India Cooperation Fund. Second one, ASEAN India Science and Technology Development, ASEAN India Science and Technology Development Fund. Third one, ASEAN India Green Fund, ASEAN India Green Fund, and especially the ASEAN India Green Fund, which work to convert energy to especially environment friendly energy or atmosphere. In case of COVID-19, India provide a big support to ASEAN member country in case of COVID vaccine, in case of medical facility, in case of direct financial assistance. India provide a big support to different ASEAN member countries. And also currently India work as a ASEAN India Science and Technology, and India provide a different ASEAN member country experience, practical experience. They provide a training at the time of COVID-19, provided training in AIIMS Delhi from different experts from Indian AIIMS hospital to improve and fight with COVID-19 problem by the different ASEAN member. That's why India is also the science and technology. India is also raised or create with ASEAN as a Science and Technology Development Fund, Science and Technology Development Fund, to provide a technical or a different kind of help in case of technology or support for upcoming any negative situation to face easily by ASEAN member. Okay. About connectivity or communication, India has been implementing several connectivity initiatives with ASEAN. For example, such as India, Myanmar, Thailand trilateral highway. India, Myanmar, Thailand trilateral highway and the Kaladan multimodal project. At present, India working on these two, especially project India, Myanmar, IMT trilateral highway or Kaladan multimodal project. Also, India is working toward establishing the maritime. What a great achievement! Maritime transportation agreement with ASEAN, and has plans for a plan, especially plan for a railway connectivity from between Delhi, Hanoi and Vietnam. Railway connectivity to make a strong transportation condition, to create a strong connectivity, to make a strong financial assistance condition. India create different fund, AICF, AISNTDF, AIGF, and in case of connectivity, India, Myanmar, Thailand trilateral highway or maritime, to make a strong maritime transportation. India make an agreement with ASEAN country and also plan a railway connectivity between India's capital New Delhi, Hanoi and Vietnam. New Delhi, Hanoi and Vietnam. What a great plan, future plan. A strong connectivity. Okay, of Delhi to Vietnam by rail is also promote the tourism sector. Is also helpful in case of logistic facility to transport, export and import so many different things. If this plan, railway connectivity, New Delhi, Hanoi and Vietnam. Just see our next slide. In the Union Budget 2023-2024, the government has set a disinvestment target. This is a also challenging challenging report, especially disinvestment burden is a big issue for any government or current government. Disinvestment target of 51,000 crore, especially 51,000 crore, down nearly 21% from the budget estimated for the current year and just 1,000 crore more than the revised estimate. It is also the lowest target in 7 years. Comparison of 2014, especially 2015 to current year, this is the lowest target. 51,000 crore, approximate the value 51,000 crore in with this investment is the lowest target. In short, let me know what the meaning of disinvestment, real meaning of disinvestment. According to New Economic Policy 1991, when India allowed to LPG model, liberalization, privatization, globalization, there is the word privatization. Privatization. What the real meaning of privatization? Privatization means, suppose that there is a PSU, public sector unit, the total number of share of government is 100%. Government sell 20% of share to a private sector or private individual, 20% of share. Government again sell 20% of share for any other private sector, but approximate 60% of share carried by government and 40% of share carried by private sector. Government sell their equity to different private entrepreneur to raise same fund, especially privatization. The privatization terms is also known as disinvestment. Disinvestment. Total investment of government 100%. Government sell 20% equity to private entrepreneur and raise the against the equity 20% fund. This is also known as disinvestment. Disinvestment word. And now current financial year, especially talking about from 23-24, the target of disinvestment, it means the target of selling equity. The target of disinvestment, it means the target of sale of equity from different different PSUs. Approximate 51,000 crore. 51,000 crore in terms of rupee, which is also 21% down from the previous estimated year and just 1,000 crore more than from revised estimate. From previous 7 years, this is the lowest target, 51,000 crore. According to total achievement target of government, the privatization or a disinvestment target is 51,000 crore. Let's see in our next slide what the main motive. What the main motive of disinvestment? There are mainly 3 types of approaches. First one is minority disinvestment. Minority disinvestment, देखिएगा, in minority disinvestment, the government retains a majority in the company, typically greater than 51%, thus ensuring the management control. It means the control on business, a control of same industry, control on same unit is totally regulated or held by government. In minority disinvestment, regulating authority is government. Total all control, more than 51% equity or control by government. In majority disinvestment, there is no any difference between a stakeholding. Just see, the government hands over control to the acquiring entity, but retains same stake. Suppose that there is a company whose name is MNO and government, the total number of stake carried by government is 70% and company by 30%. 70% by government and 30% by company. 30% by company. But government take a decision to transfer the control by our hand Control means current activity, decision to improve same industry, to convert the situation from sick industry to a surplus condition. Especially there are lots of industry like a railway or different sector which are regular in heavy loss condition. That's why government take a decision to convert a investment in form of majority disinvestment. It means the number of strike is remains same, but the controlling power is not transferred from government hand to acquiring entity, for example MNO or etc. Means मालिक हम हैं, ये कार आप चलाइए चाहे जैसे चलाइए, हमें अर्न करके दीजिए. Next, complete privatization. It means 100% control company is passed on to the buyer. 100%. It means this is totally yours. This is totally yours. Just like government sale BSNL to Ratan Tata or to a Mukesh Ambani. BSNL is totally yours. There is no any single equity stack holding. There is no any ownership on control or any different kind of administrative power of government. Totally power, control, equity, totally pass from government to a owner or a buyer. This is the example of complete privatization. Example of complete privatization. But what's the main role? Why government taking the decision of disinvestment? What's the main problem? Let's see in our next slide what the process of disinvestment, what the actual process of disinvestment. In India, the disinvestment process is conducted by Department of Investment and Public Assets Management. Department of Investment and Public Assets Management. Department of Investment and Public Assets Management. This department, it comes under Ministry of Finance. This department comes under Ministry of Finance. In short, DIPAM. Disinvestment process is conducted, important line for you, disinvestment process is conducted by Department of Investment and Public Assets Management, which comes under Ministry of Finance. What are the primary objective? The primary objective of DIPAM is to manage the government's investment. First one is to manage the government investment in public sector enterprises. Coordination, decision to manage the government from different public sector enterprises. This is the first work or primary work of DIPAM. And to oversee the disinvestment of government equity in these enterprises. What are the impact? What are the future impact or the condition or a decision taken by the government, especially in case of disinvestment, is fruitful for government or not? So that's why I need to oversee the disinvestment of government equity in these enterprises. Government has constituted the National Investment Fund. Today, this is also known as National NIIF. But in 2005, government constituted National Investment Fund, into which the proceeds from disinvestment of central public sector entrepreneurs were to be channelized, centralized. Sorry, that's a channelized. Just see, let's see. CPSE. In short, CPSE. What are the means of CPSE? Central Public Sector Enterprises. CPSE. This is a method to make easy to channelize the process of disinvestment. That's why government constituted the National Investment Fund in 2005. In 2005, government constituted National Investment Fund. What the main role of National Investment Fund and also the main role of Department of Investment in Public Assets Management? The National Investment Fund, government fixed that the total amount of this investment. Suppose that, sorry, total disinvestment amount received by government in a financial year 2023 and 2024 is 50,000 crore. Is 50,000 crore. Government not achieve our target of 51,000 crore. Government receive only 50,000 crore in terms of disinvestment according to 23-24. Suppose that, but according to National Investment Fund, this is the responsibility of government, or this is the main motive of government. Also, this is the main motive of government to invest 75% of fund in social welfare sector or different scheme. What the main motive of this investment? To expend 75% of fund in different social welfare sector schemes and 25% of fund to fulfill or to meet capital expenditure. Capital expenditure. Okay, clear? What the main motive of this investment and what the main target? To 75% to achieve or fulfill social welfare scheme or sector, and 25% to meet or fulfill our capital expenditure. This is the main motive of this investment. This is the main motive of this investment. हर बार privatization negative नहीं होता है. That's wrong. कभी कभार कंट्री की प्रायोरिटी को देखते हुए डिसइन्वेस्टमेंट पॉजिटिव हैंड पे लिया जाता है. That's why disinvestment target according to the budget 23-24. What the target? This is the lowest target in comparison of 7 years. Just see 51%. 51%. 51%. Wait. This one is the main slide. 51,000 CR. This is the lowest target in 7 years. Lowest target. So, if government not achieve our target, suppose that government achieve 50,000 crore, so government make expense 70% of total amount in social welfare scheme to fulfill, or 25% to achieve to meet or fulfill our capital expenditure. Fulfill our capital expenditure. This is the main motive of government. Okay. Just see. National Investment Fund slide हो गया था हमारा. Next, this slide. Department of, इधर आपको थोड़ा सा blur आ रहा होगा, but मैं completely यहाँ पे write down करूंगा. Don't worry. Just a minute. Okay. Department of Investment and Public Assets Management. Department of Investment and Public Assets Management. What are the main target? What are the main motive? First one. If you have a pen, so please write down. The first motive is strategic disinvestment. This is known as this word. Strategic disinvestment. Strategic disinvestment. Make a proper strategy. Which things are better or fruitful for government or not. Second one, accelerating disinvestment process. This is the second one, motive. Third one, CPSE, Central Public Sector, especially we are also discussed in our previous slide, Exchange Trade Fund, ETF, regulated under the National Investment Fund, process of Department of Investment and Public Assets Management. Fourth one, promoting digital payment, and last one, time bound listening of CPSE to make transparency, especially time bound listening CPSE to make transparency or fulfill our commitment in a fixed duration. This is the main 5 effort of DIPAM, which works under the Ministry of Finance. So the Department of Disinvestment was set up as a separate department in 1999. Department of Disinvestment was set up separately in 1999, but later it was renamed as DIPAM in 2016. This line is also important for your multi-statement based question. The Department of Investment and Public Assets Management, especially renamed in 2016. Before 2016, DIPM is known as Department of Disinvestment. This is an example of separate department which are especially set up in 1999 and renamed in 2016 as a DIPAM, work under the Ministry of Finance. Okay, what is the mandate? It mandate to facilitating monetizing or of non-core assets of government CPSE under the strategic disinvestment or closure. This is a common responsibility which you already discussed in this statement. Strategic disinvestment, facilitating disinvestment process, CPSE Exchange Trade Fund, promoting digital payment, time-bound listening of CPSE. This is the main working of DIPAM. Let's see in our next slide. Why the need of disinvestment for government or any country? What's the main problem? First, to reduce the fiscal burden. Fiscal burden, you know very well, after COVID-19 theme, to achieve or fulfill the government responsibility, the revenue expenditure graph and capital expenditure graph is going too much high. That's why government need to make balanced fiscal responsibility. That's why government want to raise fund to fulfill different social sector duties or policies. From 2019 COVID-19 case, government provide to 80 CR people free food grain services as per government data, and so many different responsibility of government which increase the fiscal deficit of Indian economy. In 2019 COVID goes to 9% approximate. Currently government want to achieve in our current financial year, government want to achieve our growth rate 6% to 6.8% and wants the deficit under 4.5% in 2024-2025. This is the target of government. That's why government raise money from disinvestment to reduce our fiscal burden and fulfill our liabilities, especially in case of social sector or to meet the capital expenditure. Government want to reduce the fiscal burden. Second thing, why government need for disinvestment? This information is also helpful for you in case of essay. Increases private players. Yes, disinvestment also increase the private ownership of assets and trading in open market. Just like if Mukesh Ambani, if Tata, if Aziz Premji is Adani or different private players, want to take a part or want to make investment in different government sector, just like in railway or different PSUs, in defense, in ISRO, in DRDO, or different sector. That's why disinvestment is also give the chance to increase the private players to make hence improve your efficiency or make your investment to improve the condition in case of disinvestment, and government increase private ownership of assets and trading directly in open market. Government does not have to fund the losses of a loss-making unit anymore. This is the main reason. Of disinvestment. Suppose that there is a company whose company name is X. In 2016, in heavy loss, approximate 100 CR, 2017 heavy loss, 18 heavy loss, 19 heavy loss, 20 heavy loss, 21, 22 heavy loss. So this is not a good decision to run 100% this industry through the government hand. That's why the government does not have to fund the losses of a loss making. That's why government take the decision of disinvestment and sell the stack to private entrepreneur and transfer the loss or responsibility of finance from ourselves to private entrepreneur, Improve efficiency. Yes, ये government खुद accept करती है कि private entrepreneurs are always better to work in our full efficiency. By divesting from public sector entrepreneurs, the government can improve the efficiency and competitiveness of these entrepreneurs, as private sector ownership and management can bring, देखिए, from this word, can bring in new ideas and more market-oriented approaches. This is the perfect example of improved efficiency. Better allocation of resources. Yes, this is the secondary motive. According to my opinion, third point is the first reason of disinvestment. According to my opinion, government does not have to fund the losses of a loss-making units anymore. This one is the first reason. And this is the second reason. Better allocation of resources. The government can relocate the resources freed up through disinvestment towards the other priorities, such as social and infrastructure development. This is also the liability of government to fulfill the social and capital infrastructure. Also the liability to fulfill the social development or infrastructure development. That's why government take a decision of disinvestment and raise money for capital capital expenditure, to fulfill capital expenditure or social sector development, especially in case of different policy, like in case of COVID-19, different Anna Yojana, different food grain scheme, different unorganized sector, especially focus on unorganized sector, labor scheme, etc. That's why government take a decision to fulfill or for better allocation of resources, government take a decision of disinvestment. Increase transparency. Yes, disinvestment can bring in greater transparency and accountability in the functioning of public enterprises, as a private ownership and management can lead the more strength financial and operational reporting. What the means of this paragraph? Government know very well government sector or a public sector is a very vast sector, and this is not a possibility to generate accurate data. There is a lots of leakage or a possibility of a corruption. That's why government take a decision of disinvestment to increase the transparency, to clear the accountability, or transfer the accountability from public sector to private sector, because of government want to increase the transparency. That's why the private sector ownership and the management can lead to more stringent financial and operational reporting. गवर्नमेंट जानती है कि हम हर जगह फुलफिल नहीं कर सकते, दैट्स व्हाई प्राइवेट एंटरप्रेन्योर ट्रांसपेरेंसी को इंक्रीज करने के लिए हेल्पफुल रहेगा. Those are the main reasons. That's why government use this investment. That's why government use this investment. Practically, in case of this investment, we think that the government want to raise fund to fulfill our election expenditure. Election expenditure, that's wrong. These are the main reasons. Reduce the fiscal burden, increase private players, government does not have a sufficient fund to bear a loss, improve efficiency, better allocation of resources, increase transparency. According to UPSC IAS exam, these are the main reasons. Okay, just see, let's see in our next slide. How has this investment fared in recent year? Okay, high expectation. The Union Budget 23-24 has set a disinvestment target. We already know that 51,000 crore, down nearly 21% of budget estimate for the current year. With 2 or more months to go in the year, the center is yet to meet the disinvestment target. That's the planning of government, 2 or more years. Already from the previous 7 years, government take decision on disinvestment, followed by, continued by, retained by 2 or more years also. The budget estimate against the actual realization of proceeds. Just see in our slide. In 2013-14, blue pillar shows the budget estimate and red line shows the actual. 2013, government estimate approximate 50,000 or more than 50,000, but achievement is approximate 50%. 2014, estimate more than 50,000, but achieve approximate 75%. Directly in 2021, government budget estimate is approximate more than 2 lakh crore. In terms of crore, more than 2 lakh crore, but achievement is approximate 60 to 70,000 crore. In 2021, approximate 1.75 lakh crore. Achievement is less than 50%. Sorry, not a 50%, less than 50 crore. In 22-23, government estimated, budget estimated more than 50,000 crore, but actual, according to 3/4 report of December 2022, achievement is more than 50,000 crore. Sorry, more than 25,000 crore. More than 25,000 crore. What are the main sector of disinvestment or raise money of government in 22-23? The disinvestment proceed in 2022-2023. 2022-2023. You heard about the LIC IPO. LIC IPO. You know very well about LIC IPO. Government raised the IPO of LIC, or through the IPO, government raised income approximate, not a case of income, this is a part of disinvestment, approximate 20,516 crore. 20,516 crore by selling the equity of LIC, by raising the IPO of LIC. From other 3,839 from ONGC, 3,000 approximate. IRCTC, Adani, IRCTC, 2,723. GAIL, 497. PPL, 471. ONGC, 32. Energy share sale, 0.24%. This is the disinvestment proceed data of 2022-2023 by government. The topmost is LIC IPO, approximate 20,516 crore rupees. government raised to generate the IPO in primary market or sell the equity. According to 3/4 calculation of total 3/4, government raised more than 25,000 crore. According to 2023, 2023 revised, 2022 and 3 revised budget, I think government should not achieve our final target, which is more than 60,000 crore, approximate 75,000 crore. But what's the key role to recover the amount of disinvestment? I think this is the major main role played by LIC IPO, approximate 20,000 crore. LIC IPO. This plays a major role to fulfill the disinvestment target, to cover the disinvestment target by government. According to current financial year 22-23, LIC IPO play a big role. What about LIC IPO? I think sab doob gaye. LIC IPO scene. Okay, let's see in our next slide. Since 2014, please focus on special focus in red color in year. In 2014, the government has met its disinvestment target twice. In 2014, government has met his disinvestment target twice, but in 17-18, the government on disinvestment received little more 1 lakh rupees. It means there is little more from 1 lakh rupees, but the target is 72,500 crore. In 2018, government bought 94,700 crore. The target was set at 80,000 crore. Very good. Target is 80 and government received 94,700 in 18-19. Okay, that's nice. The government has not met the disinvestment target in 22-23 so far. At present, having released in 31,106 crore. We already say more than 25,000 crore. More than 25,000 crore. On the date at which 20,516. Just see. In 22-23, having released according to the government, realized are 31,106 crore, of which 20,500 crore of close to a third of the budget estimate came from the IPO of 3.5% its share in the LIC. According to third quarter data provided by government, total receiving 31,106 crore from disinvestment, in which 20,516 crore from LIC IPO. Great thing. This is the data which is too much helpful for your mains exam. Okay. Role of scene of LIC IPO. What is the main picture of LIC IPO? What are the main challenges of government in case of disinvestment? Let's see. First one, political opposition. Political opposition, we are talking about different parties, just like Congress, AAP or different parties. This is the practical thing. If Congress, at present, suppose that Congress is a ruling party, then BJP create issue. If BJP is a ruling party, Congress create issue in case of disinvestment. Why government selling everything? Why government selling equity? Why government selling this thing? Why government selling LIC, railway, air, aeroplanes, communication, right, 5G, this thing. That's the practical, that's the natural thing. Political opposition is the main challenge in Indian Parliament. Second, valuation issue. What the real value? The valuation of public sector entrepreneurs can be challenged, as these entrepreneurs may not be able to compete effectively in the market due to their bureaucratic and non-market oriented structures. So valuation issue is also the main problem. If suppose that government provide a equity stack to Mr. A, What the role of Mr. A to improve the condition of this company? What the role? What the real value of the company of Mr. A? What the decision-making power of Mr. A? Those are the different factors. That's why government confused in case of valuation. On valuation issue is the main problem in case of disinvestment. In case of disinvestment, labor issue. Labor issue. Suppose that government take a decision to convert SBI bank as a public sector bank to private sector bank. Public sector bank to private sector bank. The all SBI employees, I think, make or create a protest, especially heavy protest on the decision of disinvestment in SBI, especially when government take a decision of SBI to convert from public sector to private sector. Labor issue, disinvestment can also lead to labor related issues such as worker in public sector entrepreneurs, public sector, सरकारी कर्मचारी काम नहीं दाम फिर भी, public sector entrepreneurs may fear job loses. Why or fear? This shown that आप cheating करते हैं, आप fully liability के साथ work नहीं करते हैं. May fear job loses or wage cuts falling by the sale of these entrepreneurs. So labor issues is also the main reason. Lack of interest from buyers. Yes, in some cases the government may struggle to find a buyers for its stock in public sector entrepreneurs, especially in these entrepreneurs are not performing well financially. First of all, खुशी खुशी में आपने स्टैक परचेज किया, गवर्नमेंट स्टैक परचेज किया, but you are not capable to run or you're not capable to fulfill the financial issues or problem to perform very well in case of financial condition. That's why this is also the main problem of government. Ki which entrepreneur, which person, which things, which category, which sector is important for government to make disinvestment and provide, especially in case of LIC IPO. Just see nearby. What about the LIC IPO? Totally downfall. Government provide LIC IPOs, especially maximum Adani Group purchase LIC IPO. Sorry. That's the Adani Group. That's the other thing. LIC IPO. The role of LIC IPO. The expectation of buyer. That's increase the price of LIC shares when IPOs run in the market. But what the result? What the final result? What the finding about LIC? That's the negative to our economy. Regulatory challenges. Regulatory challenges means if government, suppose that, provide the right of railway to any other private entrepreneurs, there is also the regulatory challenges. There are the clashes of ideas, clashes of decision between private and public sector, because private sector always work on the motive of profit and public sector is work on the motive of social welfare. There is the clashes between private and public sector. That's why regulatory challenges also the main issue. Legal challenges. The process of disinvestment can also be challenged in the court and litigants by challenge the validity of the sale of the terms and conditions under which it is conducted. Yes, legal challenges. There are so many different examples. In case private sector take a decision in case of not fulfill our commitment or any other problem, to file a writ in Supreme Court or High Court or different way in our constitution, provided by our constitution. So legal challenge is also the main issue. Political opposition, valuation issues, labor issues, lack of interest from buyer, regulatory challenges, legal challenges, those are the main issue which are faced by the current government or a person in case of disinvestment in India. Disinvestment in India. Let's see our next slide. With reference to the National Investment Fund, NIF, to which the disinvestment proceed or routed or considered the following statement. National Investment Fund, according to 2010, this is a question for you. Give me the right answer. With reference to the National Investment Fund, to which the disinvestment proceeds are routed, considered, or following statement UPSC CSE 2010. First statement is the assets in the National Investment Fund are managed by Union Ministry of Finance. First one. Second, the National Investment Fund is to be maintained with the Consolidated Fund of India. Third, certain assets management companies are appointed as the fund manager. Fourth, a certain proportion of annual income is used for financing the select social sector. Which of the following statement is correct? Please, online student, give me the right answer. Which one is the right answer according to you? As per previous data. Joya, Suresh, Rohit, Sareen, Sumesh. In multi-statement based question, too much simple to observe which one is the right answer or wrong. Please tell me, fourth option is right or wrong? Fourth option. In previous slide, so many times I say that the main motive of government of this investment is social sector, to fulfill the social sector scheme expenditures and capital expenditure. Fourth option is right or wrong? Please tell me. According to recent data. Anyone online student, please fast. Okay, don't worry. Fourth option is right answer. Fourth option is right answer. A certain proportion of annual income. Certain proportion. How much? 75%. 75%. Not a all. Not a all. You think about, sir, what about the capital expenditure? Just see, a certain proportion. That's why capital expenditure word, the missing of capital expenditure word is doesn't matter. A certain proportion, how much? 75% of annual income is used for financing select social sector. Right answer. When the fourth statement is right, then second A is wrong, B is wrong, and D is wrong. Right answer is C. Certain assets management companies are appointed as the fund manager. Right answer. But in case of first, the National Investment Fund are managed under the Union Ministry, NIF are managed under DIPAM, DIPAM, DIPAM. The National Reserve Fund is to be maintained within the Consolidated Fund. No. That's why your answer, right answer is C. Right answer is C. Because of statement number 4, a certain proportion of annual income is used for financing select social sector. Not all proportion, not all fund disbursement part. There is certain proportion. Okay. Let's see what today's last information. Recently, the Union Budget 2023 has announced that 2516 crore of for digitization of 63,000 primary agricultural credit societies. PACS. What is a PACS? Primary Agricultural Credit Society over the next 5 years. How much? Announced 25,016 crore for digitization of 63,000 packs. 63,000 packs. This information is important for you. How much rupees? 2516 for 63,000 packs primary agricultural credit society. Let's see in our next slide. What is the packs? What about packs? What is the aim of digitization of packs? What is the main aim? It aims at bringing the greater transparency for digitization. First thing is transparency or clear accountability in their operation. First thing, transparency and accountability, and enabling the diversity their business and undertaking the more activity. But that's not important thing. First thing is transparency and accountability, to make easy accountability. It aims to help PACs becomes a nodal center for providing various services. What are the services? First one, direct benefit transfer. It helped for PACS to become a nodal center for providing various services such as direct benefit transfer, DBT, interest subvention scheme, ISS, crops insurance scheme, PMFBI, and inputs like fertilizer and seed, etc. That's why government want to digitization of tax. This is too much helpful, especially in case of distribution, or we say that prior transparency of distribution of different schemes, subsidy, different expenses, different amount. In case of DBT, ISS, crops insurance fund scheme, fertilizer and seed, etc. That's the main motive. That's why government take a decision of digitization. What is the primary agricultural credit society? PACS. What is PACS? PACS are a village level, not a national level. Multi-statement based question. For a multi-statement based question, this is important information for you. PACS are a village level cooperative credit society that serve as the last link in a three-tier cooperative credit structure headed by the state cooperative bank at the state level. In our upcoming slide, we also discuss on the structure or a different level of society, especially related to PACS in our next slide. PACS, especially village level, CCS, Cooperative Credit Society, that serve the last link in the three-tier cooperative credit structure, headed by a state cooperative bank at the state level. Credit from the state cooperative banks is transferred to the district central cooperative bank. Just clear the chain. SCB is transferred to the district cooperative bank. What about credit? And that operate at the district level. The district cooperative, especially district central cooperative banks, work with PACS with deal directly with farmer. Please focus on this line. Important data for you. The chain of distribution. SCBs transfer credit to DCCBs and DCBs work with PACS with deals directly with farmer. PACS provides short-term, medium-term agricultural loan and to the farmer for the various agricultural farming activities. Short-term and medium-term, focus. There is no any the word long-term, short-term and medium-term. The first PACS was formed in 1904. 1904, especially the first PACS formed in 1904. 1904 में फर्स्ट टाइम पैक्स को फॉर्म किया गया था. डेट 25th of March. 25th of March. Location the state Karnataka. The state Karnataka. Domain name is cities district. Domain names district Karnataka. In Karnataka from 25th of March. First time PACS formed in 1904. Just let's see in our next slide the chart of PACS. Credit, cooperative credit institution, cooperative credit institution. Divided as according to working criteria, divided into two parts. First one is real cooperative credit institution, rural. Second one is urban. But we discuss on PACS. That's why we focus on rural cooperative credit, which is divided into two parts: short-term structure and long-term structure. Sorry. In short-term structure, working criteria: state cooperative bank, district cooperative, central cooperative bank, primary agriculture credit society, that's known as PAC. State transferred credit to district. District is directly transferred to the farmer as a village level. PACS work as a small term or a medium, not a long-term funding. PACS provide a short term or medium, not a long-term funding. The long-term structure is here. State cooperative agriculture and rural development banks and primary cooperative agriculture and rural development bank. This is the example of long-term, but PACS is the example of short-term or medium-term loan facility for farmer as a village level, in a village level. Okay. A report published by the Reserve Bank of India. Please focus. Reserve Bank of India in 27th of December 2022 put the number of packs 1.02 lakh. Number of packs, how much? 1.02 lakhs. At the end of March 2021, only 47 to 97 of them is in profit condition. RBI provide the data on packs on December 27, 2022. The total number of packs is 1.02 lakh, but in profit condition, there is only 47,297. This data, if you want to read, just search on Google priority sector lending, and goes to RBI site, rbi.org, rbi.org. And in rbi.org, I think that's the chapter number. Just focus on chapter number second or third, especially in third. There is a 7 point. In 7 point, there's also the point in development of agriculture sector or agriculture. RBI.org, in Google search, priority sector lending. You see the same data, a report published by the Reserve Bank on 27, 2022. The total number of packs 1.02, at present in condition of profit 47 to 97. What is the significance of packs? Access to credit directed to the small farmer, which help in case of fertilizer or different inputs to farmer. First one, financial inclusion directly or indirectly to the farmer. Convenient services to make a strong chain from the government to the farmer level or village level. Promoting saving culture. Packs encourage farmer to save money, which can be used to improve their livelihood and investment in their farming. Enhancing credit discipline. Yes, that's the main work. Enhancing credit discipline. Packs promote credit discipline among the farmer by requiring them to repay their loan on time. Please repay your loan on time. This helps to reduce the risk of default, which can be a major challenge to a rural financial sector. And this is the result. Only less than 50% packs in case of profit. Otherwise, in case of perform in condition of loss. Access to credit, financial inclusion, convenient services, promoting saving culture, enhancing credit discipline is the main significance of pack. You also receive this same PDF from management. Okay. Please receive same PDF from management. This data, all data, too much important for your upcoming pre or mains exam. Target 2023. Okay. So this is our today's class, depend on current affair topic. Please receive same PDF from management. This is too much important for your exam. Okay. Now your class is over. Thank you, anyone. If you have any question, query, doubt, please discuss with me. Otherwise, your class is over.
Sir, is it headed by NABARD, the state cooperative banks?
You know, in case of banking chapter from your economics faculty, there are, just a minute. Just a minute. Yes. The banking section divided into two parts. First one is commercial, second one is non-commercial. Okay. Commercial bank, just like state bank, different bank, which play the role of credit and deposit activity. Non-commercial, just like a NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. Under these are the state cooperative bank and different bank, especially rural bank. Different rural bank work under the NABARD. A state cooperative agriculture and rural development bank, especially rural development bank, RDB, work under the NABARD. State cooperative agriculture bank especially work from local cooperative entrepreneur or person, but cooperative bank or rural bank, both banks are work under the NABARD. They're the team of NABARD, in which 4 director from a state, 3 director from RBI, 3 director from central, and there is a one head chairperson of NABARD. This is the team of NABARD, which regulate the cooperative bank and rural bank also, both bank also. NABARD is an example of non-commercial bank. Clear, dear?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Once please also focus the team of NABARD. There is approximate 8 or 9 director, 4 from state, 3 from RBI, 3 or 4 from government, 8 or 9 director in NABARD. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Thank you all of you. Thank you. Bye-bye.